you decided on your focus on the skate community?
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of like, you know, not being. There's other skate retail places in New York at the time, and everybody was kind of doing something different, but nobody was really incorporating everybody. And we wanted to be able to incorporate everybody so like everybody could have a good time. And for me personally, you know, like I was saying before, having like that family aspect that I could go like other places in the world and seek out other skateboarders and like feel comfortable, like that's what I kind of wanted to do with KCDC, is just offer that to other people. And it's really been interesting over the years because, you know, a lot of kids like don't really have a good home life, so to make it okay for them to like hang out at the shop kind of as long as they want and be around other people that were doing things with their lives, so that they were just exposed to like other ways of just like dealing with like troubles at home and stuff. I mean, it that made me feel really good, and that's what we like continue to do here.
Okay, what is your vision for the company in the short term and the long term?
Well, short term, I'm just still dealing with the fact that the company's now 11 years old, and almost at our 10-year mark, we were in another location on North 11th Street, and we had like a mini ramp in the store, and we did tons of events. It was 5,000 square feet. It was really big, and our landlord pushed us out of that spot.
Oh, sad.
So he got us right at the 10-year mark, and it was like I just had this like big article in the New York Times come out, and like, I mean, it was just it's happening all over. I mean, Williamsburg is getting so gentrified, but I really it hurt me very on a personal level because I run a true business. Like I've kept the integrity of the business the whole time, and it really supports the community beyond just selling skateboards. And I really couldn't believe that this guy would do this to us after us being like such good tenants. You know, it was very difficult, but I mean, I guess it happens. So just kind of coming to that point of what to do moving forward after getting through the recession and you know, being completely taken off guard that I would have to move. I mean, we put hundreds of thousands of dollars into our old location, and have, you know, to move and to like do build out and everything for a new store, it's like a lot of money. So I had to, you know, figure out how I was going to do it and write a new business plan and write a new focus for the company, like based out of, I didn't even know what kind of location I'd be able to afford, and seek other investment and work with a business advisor to see if it was even something that was worth doing because of having to like invest so much more money in the company. And so it was really tough to do, but it was really great. And I think it's important as anybody in business to, I mean, not in that way, not when you're like forced to look at your business, but it was kind of a good, real wake-up call for me. Like, okay, like what do I do now faced with all these things? Like, is the company still relevant? Is it still keeping with the mission? How can I change the mission, you know, to work with like the younger skate community? Are we still, you know, so it actually was like a real blessing in disguise, because, you know, I did do that, and I did look at the pros and cons of everything involved, and was able to rewrite a new business plan and approach investors and feel really good about it. And you know, it was a very tough time to find an investment, and it literally, like the last possible second, I found somebody to invest in the new chapter of the shop. And at that point, I had already seen like probably 60 locations that were like super expensive, and you know, to stay in this neighborhood, it was like ridiculous. And then like price wise, to even find something close to the same size space that we used to have, And then looking at other locations like in Bushwick or farther out, you know, it just didn't feel right because of the fact that we've supported this community in Williamsburg for so long. And like to do that, it was almost like having to start over. So like number wise, you know, it just was like, it was very tough all across the board, as well as I bought out my partner 2 years ago. So it's like just me doing all of it. And, you know, it was a lot to do. So short term, you know, we just opened in this location on September 9th, and just still kind of, you know, speaking to our loyal customers about what the next step is, being that we don't have a ramp in the space, you know, how to keep that allure that we had of the old space of being able to like support the skate community. And just working out the kinks. I mean, our space was like 6 times bigger than this. So having 10 years of stuff in there, we had 4 storage spaces, like gigantic storage spaces. So like emptying out one space at a time into the back room and going through everything. And we finally just like emptied the last storage space like 2 weeks ago. So it's still just like unpacking everything, like, you know, getting this space together, like offering up new branded product, like new t-shirts and new board graphics, and we're just still on the fundamentals. So it's kind of, you know, worked out the best possible scenario. I was able to stay in the neighborhood. I was able to find something that we could like afford, you know, still like doing what I want to do, that I think is important for like, you know, all small businesses. You know, it's all working out. It's just like a lot of work.